Hello E39 source, this is YouTube user Brenny Dindin, also known as Brendan in the real world, coming to you from the top of a parking garage today, and I'd like to introduce to you my, well, 4 months old for me and 13-year-old 2000 BMW 540i with the 6-speed. I promised Ryan I'd do this video for him when I first got the car a while back, and I kind of got busy, so here it is, finally, video for you guys. I've had this car, like I said, for 4 months, and it has been an absolute blast, I must say, despite certain setbacks here and there, and, you know, typical 13-year-old BMW syndrome from what you all, I'm sure you all know about. But I bought the car with minimal issues and had some of those fixed when I got it, and it's pretty much stayed that way ever since, and I'm just in love with it, and I don't think I'm ever going to sell this car, to be honest. That's my prediction for right now. So let's start with the outside. It is, I forget, the name escapes me right now. Oh, Cosmo Schwartz black, metallic black, or sort of metallic. The paint, it's 13 years old, as I keep saying, so could be better, could be worse, and it's actually very dirty right now. Sorry, I apologize to my car for that. And in case you didn't notice, this lip I put on down here is not actually painted, because I'm pretty cheap like that. I'll paint it sooner or later. There's a lot of rock chips in the front, so I'll deal with that another time. But yeah, exterior, not much to say about it. Modifications, there's that lip down there. I put these eyelids on it. I think, well, personally, I think it looks fantastic. Some people have said that it looks a bit douchey or, well, makes it look like a ricer, but I disagree. It also came with the blacked out grills right here, which I think give it a nice touch. Rims, these are the 17-inch stock M Sport rims. Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot to mention, it is a sport model and premium package model also, so it's got the, what's it called, shadow line trim all around, and no chrome, no nothing, no BS, just pure BMW awesomeness. And also came with this 3-piece AC Schnitzer lip on the back of the trunk here, which looks amazing, and it also came with the this carbon fiber stuff on the BMW logo, emblem badge thing. Anyways, I guess it also came tinted. Actually, all the windows have this reflective tint on them, except for the front windshield, of course. So you can't actually see in the back right now because it's got the sunshades up. It does have the sunshade package, which was another big plus for me, because where I live, it gets rather sunny. It was 70 degrees today in the dead of winter, and all the gadgets work. The rear sunshade back here works. No problem there. All right, welcome inside. It's a lot warmer in here than it is outside right now, even though I'm kind of crazy for having flip-flops on. So, yeah, it's the your average run-of-the-mill Beamer, black on black interior with the wood trim. I'm actually in the minority, I guess, that I like the wood trim in this car, because I enjoy the luxury feeling it gives me and all the passengers. Yeah, this is the driver's seat. Yeah, it's not terrible. Could use a little TLC, but I'm gonna deal with that later. I still condition it and clean it whenever I can. Passenger seat, not too bad. This was more interesting though. The back seats. These are, well, there's no other word for it. Perfect, in perfect condition. No one's ever sat back here. Is my hypothesis. No scuffing. This leather here on the side of the door is all pretty much brand new. Yeah, it's just in incredible condition. Nothing to complain about back here, except for the fact actually that the seats don't fold down. I like to think I'm an avid skier, and I have my skis that I like to take, and I don't actually take this car for obvious reasons, because it wouldn't get more than 5 feet in the snow, but Kind of wish I had fold-down seats, but no biggie. And inside, this is that's the sunroof, not open. I do not have Alcantara trim because it is not an M5, but I could care less really because that's not the part I interact with most. This is the steering wheel. No, I won't bother turning that around. Plenty of M logos to go around. I might be talking too loud, sorry. And also more Schnitzer logos, actually. Forgot to mention there's another one back here. Hard to see. Things I've done with the car is inside. Not all that much. That's the V1. I've hardwired my Valentine 1. That is a very worthy investment, as well as is this. It's a dash camera, and that's a not so worthy investment. That's just a holder for my smartphone. Down here, I get a lot of people give me comments like, "How much freaking stuff do you have plugged in to the cigarette lighter?" I'm like, well, 3 apparently, because I have my FM transmitter from my iPod over there. That's the dash camera. That's the phone thing again. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to deal with this at some. Oh well, I'll get to that in a sec. This is the. This here is the old style navigation system. I kind of like it. It works. It's not perfect, but it works well enough for me, since I never use it, as I'm always using my phone. I'll replace it at some point. I'm looking to get a Dynavan head unit up here actually to replace that in the aftermarket CD player that somebody installed, one of the previous owners. And I'll actually show you the trunk real quick. That's interesting. Now, being a college student, I am prone to do stuff sometimes, and what I did here was I went to basically an electronics thrift shop because I wanted to get a big subwoofer from the trunk, because the car came with a 350 watt amp back here. So I was like, oh cool, what can I do with that? So it was either spend $400 on a new subwoofer or build one myself, and I tried the building myself option first, and it worked. So I just kind of improvised with securing it by putting a crap ton of zip ties down here and over there. And it works well enough for me. Back here, navigation system, no biggies there. This is the CD player that the previous owner installed. It actually works by transmitting an FM signal to the radio from the CD player, and thus it does not actually work everywhere when there's a radio signal interfering. And when I actually came and looked back here, all these wires have been cut to the tail light and then put back together, so I assume someone didn't know what they were doing when they were trying to upgrade the tail lights or something, and then put them back when they were going to sell the car. And then back here, there's more wiring and splicing and stuff going on. So it's just a giant F up. I'm just going to deal with that later. Over here, same as everyone else. Fuses, wires, big ass battery. No problem. I did do the LED upgrade for all my interior lighting. I can't see that. There you are. So that was cool, I suppose. All these blue lights hanging around in here. A lot better look, I think. Much more attractive than the yellowish incandescent stuff that came with it. That's my club. More of a theft discourager than preventer, since the car has like 15 redundancies to keep people from stealing it. Down here, that's the door sill missing a letter. It came with M5 floor mats, which was exciting, but I'm kind of not excited anymore because they're kind of falling apart. This is the handbrake handle, which is also made by AC Schnitzer. That came with the car. It's apparently it's actually like $300 on Schnitzer.com. As far as the dashboard goes, no lights on, no pixels missing, or well, there's one line of pixels missing, 2, 3, but it's definitely a lot more legible than I've seen other people's cars. Yeah, no airbag light, no check engine light. I actually just hit 120,000 miles. Big milestone. I didn't have a party or anything. I'm not that much of a dope. But that means it's time for me to spend like $6,000 on maintenance. Fun. So that'll be exciting. When I get a chance. This is the climate control, no broken buttons or anything. That's the sunshade. Awesome. DSC. So your basic fully loaded 540, except for heated seats, which I live in California, so no one cares about heated seats. What else? One recent modification that I did that I'll show you before I start the car up is a muffler delete, which is back here. What I had the guys do was, well, I told them to, well, get rid of the muffler, and here's what they did. They cut off the muffler, the silencer, and made two pipes, and now the car has dual pipes. And when I went to pick it up from the muffler shop where I had it done, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, your car's been ready for like half an hour," and might I say, it sounds freaking awesome. So I took that as a good sign. Let's see how she sounds from the best we can back here. Not bad. I can't rev the engine and hold the camera back here at the same time, so we'll just have to make do as is. Anyways, I'll post some driving videos at some point, so fear not, you muffler delete enthusiasts out there. And for those who don't know, that is the sound of a 4.4 liter V8, 282 horsepower stock, 315 pound-feet of torque, I think. But because this car was slightly modified, it that is Dynan Stage 2 software installed on the car, and so that means pretty much no speed limiter and refocus here, and other stuff I can't think of right now. I think it gives a slight boost in horsepower. It just kind of adjusts the valve timing to help you out a bit. And if I installed the Dynan cold air intake, which I'm going to do at some point in my life, and couple that with an exhaust, which I now have, that will give me about 10-20 horsepower increase, which sounds cool. Apparently I'm already putting out like 300 wheel horsepower according to some dyno shop, so that's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, sunroof. Yeah, I'll shut it off actually. Blah de blah. So yeah, 300 horsepower. That's an insane figure, but apparently BMW underestimates their cars a lot compared to everyone else. Problems. The sunroof is the first thing I noticed. It works like any German thing. It works fine most of the time, except when it doesn't. So it goes back and forth fine, but actually, I noticed trying to get it to tilt up, it kind of doesn't really do it by itself. So what I've had to resort to is giving it a little help, and that works out just fine. All the way up. Cool. It seems that I only noticed this about 2 months after, or well, this only started happening about 2 months after I bought it, but it seems like there's some kind of something loose within the drivetrain. So it's not the transmission mounts, because I just had those done, but it might be something to do with the rear axle that kind of chatters occasionally when I back it up. But also there's something's loose because if I give it way too much gas in first gear, you can see the whole gear shift kind of shifting over to the side, over like that, and you can tell it's being torqued over by the engine, and it doesn't sound good. I mean, well, it doesn't sound terrible, but I just don't gas it in first anymore. I save that for second gear. And besides that, there's like little buttons here, and the tape deck doesn't work, and this whole setup with the stereo. The speakers aren't terrible, but they're not stellar. I mean, I spent $23 building that subwoofer and back on what should have cost me about $400. This little tweeter, or actually I think it's a mid-range speaker back here in the back door, is faulty. It's not working for some reason. This one back here on my side is kind of in and out. I don't really care about those that much. Something else I'll deal with later. Someone else's car. The horn is supposed to be two-tone, but that's what I've got. One of my friends, I honked it at him in his little Subaru STI, and he's like, "Oh, that's adorable." So that's not the best thing, but I'm not going to put a train horn to compensate or anything like that. Other than that, this is my car, and I've got a whole list of mods that I plan on doing over the years that I have it. Oh yeah, that's another thing I did. License plate delete up here. I just bought this piece in the middle and took out the non-existent front license plate and put that in instead. And you can see the area where the paint has not been getting bombarded by rocks for 13 years. And yeah, so that's why I'm going to repaint the front bumper. And I do want to get angel eyes at some point. The headlights have, well, they're a little bit cloudy. They're more cloudy in the video than they are in person, but also the adjusters are actually broken on which side is it? On this side. And they're just maladjusted on that side. I've tried fixing it, but to no avail. So pretty much what happens is, if I flip on the high beams, I'll get one that's about 10 feet in front of me, and the other one's up in the trees over like half a mile away. So high beams are kind of useless for me. But I can deal. I don't go in the middle of nowhere all that often. I love the rims. No problems there. Just replaced the rear tires. Those are Toyo T1R Proxies, 255/45 ZR rated, so they can do the theoretical 165 miles an hour that this car is apparently capable of without a limiter. That's why I'm going to repaint the rear bumper, because it is having issues. I don't know, water does this somehow. And some reason this doesn't lock. The gas cap, the actuator for the lock thing in here does not. It's not working. And I think that's about the sum of the problems. I'm gonna, like I said, I have to do that inspection too. A whole big to do in well, soon, because I have 120,000 miles on this car now. But it's pretty much, this is my baby, so we'll keep it in good shape. And I'll keep everyone updated as I do different things to it, and that's about all I have for you today. So thanks a lot. Ryan, thanks for having our videos up. See you later.